Chosen One, I need you to stop everything right now and pay close attention to what I am about to share with you. At exactly 5:55 this morning, I was jolted awake by the literal voice of God. Not a feeling, not a quiet nudge, an unmistakable, audible voice that spoke three words that will fundamentally alter your existence. Overhaul has begun. I sat up instantly, and before I could even comprehend what I heard, I was swept into the most vivid vision I have ever witnessed. What I saw in those early morning hours is not merely about me, it is specifically for you. By the time you finish reading this, you will understand that your former life has already concluded, and your new reality is currently downloading. Here is what I am decreeing over you with absolute certainty. Heaven has initiated a complete overhaul of your life. Every setting that was misaligned is being corrected. Every system that was failing is being restored. Every piece of corrupted data is being erased and replaced. This is not a minor update or a temporary patch. This is a total system overhaul. Everything you have known is being wiped clean. Everything you have been trapped in is being shut down. Everything that held you back is being removed. And when this process is complete, you will barely recognize your own life. You will begin to function on a level you didn't know was possible. You will gain access to realms you could never reach before. You will operate with a capacity you have never experienced. The divine overhaul has been triggered, and there is nothing that can stop it.
Hi everyone, this message is for all of you. Whether you are going through a difficult time or you're currently enjoying a moment of peace, I want you to know that you are not alone. If you are in any kind of trouble or feeling stressed, please feel free to share it in the comments. You can also mention your name, and let's support each other as a community. If you are blessed and in a good place right now, I have a small request. If your heart feels inclined, you can contribute via the QR code below. Any amount you give will be used for a noble cause. It will be offered as a prayer or donation in the name of God. Let's stand together, whether in hardship or in gratitude. Thank you.
Now, let me explain exactly what I saw in that vision so you can grasp the magnitude of what is happening. In this vision, I found myself in what looked like a massive command center. Imagine the most advanced technological hub you can conceive, but this was not of this world. It was celestial. The walls were covered with screens, each one monitoring a different facet of someone's life: finances, relationships, health, career direction, spiritual growth, mental state. Every detail of human existence was being tracked in real time. As I stood there trying to absorb it all, an angel approached me and said, "Come, I need to show you something." The angel guided me to a specific area of this command center. When we stopped, I saw a screen with your name displayed at the top. Your entire life was mapped out on that screen. I could see your financial patterns, your relationship dynamics, your health metrics, your life's trajectory. Everything about your existence was laid out in precise detail. But what immediately caught my attention was this: every single setting on your screen was flashing red. Not just a few, every single one. The angel saw my confusion and explained, "Red means it is malfunctioning. Red means it is operating below its intended design. Red means the enemy has interfered with the programming.
Red means everything is broken and must be overhauled. I stared at your screen again, and the weight of it hit me. Your life has been running on faulty programming. You have been limited by configurations that were never meant for you. Then I watched as the most senior angel I have ever seen approached your screen. This was not an ordinary angel. This was an archangel, carrying an authority I could feel vibrating through the room. He stood before your screen and issued a single command: commence the divine overhaul. The moment those words were spoken, every screen in that section went black. Everything connected to your old programming vanished. The financial struggles disappeared. The relational dysfunctions were erased. The physical restrictions were deleted. The timeline delays were wiped out. Everything that had your life configured incorrectly was being purged. But the overhaul didn't stop there. After the darkness, I watched as new configurations began to load, but these were not the same as before. They were exponentially upgraded. Where there was financial lack, abundance frameworks were being installed. Where there was relational turmoil, divine connection protocols were being programmed. Where there was physical weakness, supernatural wellness systems were being activated. Where there was delay, acceleration parameters were being set. The overhaul wasn't just clearing out the old, it was installing something infinitely superior. Then God's voice filled the entire command center. He said, "Tell my chosen one that this overhaul is not a request. It is already underway. The old programming is being erased as we speak. The new systems are loading right now. They may not see the evidence immediately, but the overhaul is happening in the spiritual realm, and it will soon manifest in the physical. What was broken is being rebuilt. What was wrong is being made right. What was small is being expanded. What was slow is being sped up. The divine overhaul has been triggered. There is no going back to the old way. Forward is the only path." That vision was not just symbolic, it was literal. Heaven is overhauling your life right now, and I need you to understand what this means for every part of your existence. What I'm about to explain will help you recognize this transformation as it unfolds. Before we go further, I need you to participate in activating this process. Type these words in the comments below. My life is being overhauled. When you do this, you are giving heaven the green light to complete what has been started. You are agreeing with the divine reset. The angels carrying out this work are waiting for your agreement. Type it now. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you need to do so immediately. The messages that follow will teach you how to navigate your new reality once the overhaul is complete. Many people receive the upgrade but don't know how to operate in it, and they end up slipping back into old habits. Do not let that happen. Subscribe and turn on all notifications right now. Let me walk you through the key areas being overhauled so you can recognize the signs as they appear. The first area being overhauled is your financial infrastructure. The systems that have controlled your finances until now are completely erased. That invisible ceiling that capped your income, no matter how hard you worked, gone. That frustrating pattern where unexpected expenses always wiped out your surplus, removed. That endless cycle of always being behind, terminated. The financial programming that kept you trapped is being wiped from your life. But the overhaul is not just about deletion. New financial systems are being installed. Abundance protocols that have never been active before are now loading. Channels of provision that were previously blocked are opening. Income streams that didn't exist are being formed. The new financial system being installed in your life operates differently. The old system was built on scarcity. The new system runs on supernatural supply. The old system rewarded your labor. The new system responds to divine favor. The old system had limits. The new system has limitless capacity. During this overhaul, I heard God speak over your finances. He said, the old settings kept them in survival mode. The new settings will establish them in abundance mode. They will no longer have to struggle for provision. Provision will pursue them. They will no longer stress over money. Money will flow to them from sources they never imagined. This financial overhaul is not about giving them more of the same. It is about giving them access to an entirely new level of operation. Within the next 15 days, you will begin to see the first signs that your financial systems have been reset. Something that has always been a struggle will suddenly become effortless. An unexpected source of income will appear. An opportunity you didn't seek will come looking for you. This is not coincidence. This is your new financial system coming online. The overhaul is real, and the evidence is coming. The second area being overhauled is your relational framework. The relational patterns that have dictated your connections are being erased. That tendency to attract the wrong people, deleted. That habit of pouring into those who only take, removed. That exhausting cycle of one-sided relationships, terminated. The relational programming that kept you isolated, disappointed, or tied to toxic people is being wiped clean. New relational systems are loading. Divine connection protocols that recognize true alignment are being installed. Discernment mechanisms that can instantly identify genuine versus counterfeit connections are activating. Healthy boundaries that protect your peace while allowing authentic relationships are being configured.
The new relational system functions differently. The old system attracted people based on your unmet needs. The new system attracts people based on divine assignment. The old system tolerated dysfunction. The new system only allows what is healthy. The old system drained you. The new system energizes you. God spoke over your relationships during this overhaul and declared, the old settings allowed the wrong people to have access to them. The new settings will only grant access to those I have assigned. Toxic individuals will no longer be able to remain. Fake friends will be filtered out. Time wasters will be removed. And in their place, I am sending divine connections, people who add value, who support their purpose, who celebrate their success. This relational overhaul is giving them an entirely new circle. If this message is resonating with you, take a moment to hit that like button. That simple action helps this message reach someone else who desperately needs to know their life is being overhauled. One click could change someone's path. Do it now. Within the next 22 days, you will see evidence of this relational overhaul. Someone who has been draining you will naturally exit your life. A connection you thought was permanent will quietly fade, and simultaneously, new people will begin to appear. People who feel different, people who align with where you are going, not where you have been. This is your new relational system activating. The overhaul is manifesting. The third area being overhauled is your health system. The physical and mental settings that have governed your well-being are being recalibrated. That lingering condition that never fully healed, the programming allowing it is being erased. That recurring mental battle, the system sustaining it is being removed. That persistent fatigue, the configuration causing it is being terminated. The health settings that kept you operating below your best are being wiped out.
New health protocols are loading. Supernatural wellness configurations that activate divine healing are being installed. Mental clarity systems that eliminate confusion and brain fog are coming online. Energy optimization settings that restore and maintain vitality are being activated. The new health system operates differently. The old system was reactive, only addressing symptoms after they appeared. The new system is proactive, preventing issues before they surface. The old system had you managing illness. The new system has you walking in wholeness. The old system kept you surviving. The new system has you thriving. God spoke over your health during this overhaul and said, the old settings allowed the enemy to attack their body and mind. The new settings activate my healing power as the default response to any threat. Sickness will no longer find it easy to stay in their body. Mental torment will no longer find access to their mind. I am resetting their health to factory specifications, how I designed them to function from the beginning. Complete wellness, total wholeness, supernatural vitality. Within the next 30 days, you will begin to notice changes in your physical and mental health. Persistent symptoms will start to diminish, constant pain will begin to lessen, mental fog will clear, depleted energy will be restored. This is not just gradual improvement, this is your health overhaul activating. The new wellness system is coming online. The fourth area being overhauled is your purpose framework. The settings that have governed your calling and destiny are being completely reconfigured. That confusion about what you are supposed to be doing, the programming causing it, is being erased. That frustration over closed doors, the blockages preventing access are being removed. That feeling of being stuck in the wrong place, the unalignment keeping you there, is being terminated. The purpose settings that had you operating in the wrong lane are being wiped out. New purpose configurations are loading. Clarity protocols that reveal exactly what you are called to do are being installed. Open door systems that grant access to your assignment are activating. Alignment parameters that position you in the right place at the right time are being configured. The new purpose system operates differently. The old system had you searching for your calling. The new system reveals your calling with unmistakable clarity. The old system had you knocking on closed doors. The new system opens doors before you even knock. The old system had you questioning your path. The new system confirms your path at every turn. God spoke over your purpose during this overhaul and declared the old settings kept them wandering when they should have been walking with confidence. The new settings will eliminate every question about what they are called to do. They will know, they will see it clearly. They will understand their assignment, and the doors that align with that assignment will swing open. This purpose overhaul is not just about knowing what to do, it is about being positioned to do it. Clarity and opportunity together. Within the next 45 days, you will receive revelation about your calling that you have never had before. Something will click that brings everything into focus. You will finally understand why certain things happened, why certain doors closed, why certain seasons were necessary. And simultaneously, new opportunities aligned with your true calling will begin to appear. This is your purpose overhaul manifesting. The new system is bringing clarity and access together. The fifth and most powerful area being overhauled is your timeline. This is the overhaul that changes everything because it impacts every other area. The settings that have governed your timing, your seasons, and your pace are being completely erased. That frustrating delay that made everything take longer than it should, deleted. That pattern of always being behind, removed. That timeline that had you waiting years for what should have taken months, terminated. The time configurations that kept you moving in slow motion are being wiped out. New timeline settings are loading. Acceleration protocols that compress time are being installed. Fast-track systems that move you ahead of schedule are activating. Divine speed parameters that make things happen supernaturally quickly are being configured. The new timeline system operates differently. The old system moved at a natural pace. The new system moves at supernatural speed. The old system required years for breakthroughs. The new system produces breakthroughs in moments. The old system had you waiting. The new system has you receiving. God spoke over your timeline during this overhaul with words that still send chills through me. He said, the enemy tampered with their timeline settings to make them feel late, to make them believe they missed their moment, to convince them their time had passed. But I am resetting their timeline to my original design. They are not late, they are exactly on time. And what the enemy delayed for years, I am releasing in days. What should have taken decades, I am accomplishing in weeks. This timeline overhaul is giving them back everything that was stolen, restored, accelerated, multiplied. Within the next 60 days, you will see things happen that should have taken years. A breakthrough you have been waiting for will suddenly manifest. A promise you thought would never come will appear. A dream you had given up on will be resurrected. This is not gradual progress. This is your timeline overhaul. Time itself is being reconfigured in your favor. The new settings are accelerating everything. Now, here is what you need to understand about this divine overhaul. It is not happening in the future. It began the moment God spoke the words, "Overhaul has begun," at 5:55 this morning. The process is already active. Right now, as you are reading this, old settings are being deleted and new settings are being installed. You may not see evidence in the physical realm yet, but the overhaul is happening in the spiritual realm. And what happens in the spirit always manifests in the physical. It is only a matter of time. But I need to warn you about something critical. The enemy knows your overhaul has been triggered. He saw what I saw in that vision. He watched the old settings being erased. He watched the new settings loading. And he is in absolute panic because he knows that once this overhaul is complete, you will be operating at a level he cannot touch. So in the next 72 hours, he is going to attempt to crash your overhaul. He will send circumstances designed to make you think nothing is changing. He will create chaos to distract you from what heaven is doing. He will plant doubt to make you question whether the overhaul is real. Do not fall for it. When you overhaul a system, there is always a moment where it looks like nothing is working. The screen goes dark, programs close, everything stops. But that is not a malfunction. That is the overhaul in progress. The same thing happens spiritually. There may be a period where it looks like everything is falling apart, relationships ending, situations changing, structures collapsing. But that is not destruction. That is the old settings being deleted so the new settings can fully load. Do not panic during the overhaul process. Trust it. The darkness before the reboot is not the end. It is the beginning. I also saw something else in that vision that will strengthen you. After the overhaul was initiated on your screen, I watched as a protective barrier formed around it. Nothing could interfere with the process. The enemy tried to attack, but the barrier blocked them. Circumstances tried to disrupt the overhaul, but the barrier absorbed them. People tried to speak negativity over it, but the barrier deflected their words. Your overhaul is protected. It cannot be stopped, it cannot be delayed, it cannot be canceled. Heaven has initiated it, and heaven will complete it. Take a moment and leave a comment below telling me which area of overhaul you need most: financial, relational, health, purpose, or timeline. When you declare it publicly, you are sealing the overhaul in that area. Your testimony also encourages others who are experiencing the same transformation. Comment now. Now, I want you to activate this overhaul over your life with this prayer. Say it out loud. Your voice carries authority in the spiritual realm. Father, the master architect, the one who configures destinies and overhauls lives, I receive the divine overhaul that has been initiated over my life. I agree with the deletion of every wrong setting. Every financial limitation is being erased. Every relational dysfunction is being removed. Every health restriction is being deleted. Every purpose confusion is being terminated. Every timeline delay is being wiped out. I receive it all being reset. And I receive the installation of new settings. New financial abundance protocols are loading. New divine connection systems are activating. New supernatural health configurations are coming online. New purpose clarity parameters are being installed. New timeline acceleration settings are being configured. I am not who I was. I am not operating how I operated. I am not limited how I was limited. The old settings are gone. The new settings are here. The overhaul is complete in the spirit, and it is manifesting in the natural. I declare that my life will never be the same. I declare that I am functioning on a new level. I declare that what was impossible on the old settings is possible on the new settings. I declare that the divine overhaul has given me access to dimensions I could not reach before. Thank you for resetting what I could not reset myself. Thank you for deleting what needed to be removed and installing what needed to be added. Thank you that when you overhaul a life, you do not just restore, you upgrade. My overhaul is complete. My new settings are active. My new life has begun. In Jesus' name, amen. Heaven just recorded that prayer. The overhaul is sealed. The activation is complete. Now, finalize this process by doing these 4 things. First, like this video right now. This is not about engagement metrics. It is about spiritual agreement. When you press that button, you are confirming in the heavenly realm that you receive your overhaul. Do it immediately. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications. The messages that follow will teach you how to operate in your new settings, how to function in the upgrade, and how to maintain what the overhaul has given you. If you are not subscribed, you will miss essential instruction. Subscribe now. Third, share this video with someone whose life needs to be overhauled. There is someone in your circle who is still operating on corrupted settings, someone who desperately needs to know that heaven can reset what is broken. Send them this message. Be the one who announces their overhaul.
Fourth, do something practical that represents the overhaul. Delete something from your phone that represents the old settings. Unfollow someone on social media who represents the old system. Throw away something physical that symbolizes what is being reset. Make a tangible action that agrees with the spiritual overhaul. Physical actions activate spiritual realities. Chosen one, you came to this message operating on old settings that were limiting you. You are leaving with those settings deleted and new settings installed. Your financial system has been overhauled to abundance. Your relational system has been overhauled to divine connections.
Your health system has been overhauled to supernatural wellness. Your purpose system has been overhauled to crystal clarity. Your timeline system has been overhauled to acceleration. Everything that was configured wrong has been corrected. Everything that was operating below capacity has been upgraded. This is not theory. This is not metaphor. This is what is happening in the spiritual realm right now. The divine overhaul has been triggered. The old is being deleted. The new is being installed. And when the overhaul completes, you will not recognize your own life. You will be functioning at levels you never experienced, accessing dimensions you never knew existed, operating with capacity you never had before. The screen may go dark for a moment during the overhaul process. Circumstances may look like everything is falling apart. Relationships may end. Situations may change. Structures may collapse. Do not panic. That is not destruction. That is deletion. The old settings have to be removed before the new settings can fully load. Trust the process. Trust the overhaul. Trust the one who initiated it. Within days, you will start seeing evidence. Small things at first, a shift in how people respond to you, a change in how opportunities come to you, a difference in how you feel physically and mentally. Those small signs are proof that the new settings are loading, and as each day passes, the evidence will become more obvious, more undeniable, more transformative. Go into your overhaul with confidence. Go knowing that what was broken is being fixed. Go expecting that what was wrong is being made right. Go anticipating that what was limited is being expanded. The divine overhaul is not optional. It is already in progress. You are not who you were yesterday. You will not be who you are today, tomorrow. Change is happening. Upgrade is loading. Transformation is processing. The old life is ending. The new life is beginning. The old settings are deleted. The new settings are active. The old you is gone. The new you is emerging. The overhaul is complete in heaven. It is manifesting on earth. Everything changes from this moment forward. Your life has been overhauled. Your settings have been upgraded. Your capacity has been expanded. Walk in it. Live in it. Operate in it. The divine overhaul has given you a completely new operating system. Learn how to use it, maximize it, and steward it well. The overhaul is not just about fixing what was broken. It is about upgrading you to the next version of yourself, the version that was always meant to be, the version that operates without the limitations that held you back, the version that functions at the level your calling requires, the version that accesses what your destiny demands. That version is loading now. The divine overhaul has made it possible. Receive it. Walk in it. Become it. Heaven has overhauled your life. The old is gone. The new has come. Everything is different now. Everything is better now. Everything is possible now. The divine overhaul is complete. Your new life has begun. Amen.